Good morning and welcome to Morning Muddy. Morning Muddy is brought to you by Muddy River Engraving. Don't forget, we've got the Muddy River Engraving Scoreboard Crosstown Showdown fundraiser for Quincy High School and Quincy Notre Dame football coming up on August 24th. A lot of great stuff on Muddy River News today. We had a city council meeting last night where had some folks stand up during the public comments section and talk a little bit about prices and why the city pays more than some people thought they should for certain cars and equipment. An interesting discussion, and David Adam chronicles that story for us, and that's a very good use of public comment time, actually, to question those kinds of expenses, so kudos to the guys that did that. So, also, the city and the county still squabbling over the intersection at 48th and State. We know it's not going to be a roundabout. Now, the county wants the city to have it. The city wants to be compensated for it. Good time had by all. So, also a new owner for the bus barn facility at 20th and Hampshire. Sounds like it could be a nice fit for the neighborhood. Shouldn't cause a lot of stir and fuss. So go ahead and we'll see what happens with that. But I think it'll be a good. Fit. So we will. You have that story as well. We had a lot of reaction yesterday over our story on the decision by local radio, by WTAD, to no longer carry local high school sporting events. And it's sad. Someone who did hundreds of games themselves. Of course, we've got Ron Kincherf on staff, who's in the IBCA Hall of Fame for all of his years of broadcasting the Raiders. David Adam was one of the guys who was affected by the Star Radio decision to stop carrying games. And again, I know the world changes, and it's tough. It's something that a lot of people on social media, people reached out to me via text, asking us to get in the game. As of right now, just not a fit for what we're trying to do, especially with our launch of Muddy Night Lights. It's going to be coming up here at the end of the month, a football postgame show we think a lot of people are really going to like. We think that's going to be kind of our first foray into live streaming events. That'll be weekly for 10 weeks or so. And if people like it for basketball or for football, I'm sure we'll consider doing it for basketball. We'll also begin considering live streaming on a more regular basis if we can do this pretty flawlessly and without, we know there's going to be extra time and extra effort, but again, we are trying to focus on the primary mission, and we try to do things that will enhance the brand and enhance our mission. We've added people. We've tried to grow at a nice steady pace, but sometimes you have to look at things and say that's probably not in our wheelhouse right now. And that's kind of where we are with the streaming of sports. The QND I think's got it right, trying to do the Raiders Sports Network. I would hope Quincy High School would follow suit at some point, because NFHS it's okay, it's not ideal. And then the guys at Central Illinois Sports, Jack Hall and his sons and all those guys, they do a great job with Pittsfield and Camp Point and some other games in the area. So, I do want to give kudos to Town Square for continuing to carry Hannibal football and Palmyra football and some of their basketball games also on the radio. Again, I think it's something that is needed. We spent some time lamenting our friends over in Moberly and the Alpha Media Company, the decision to not carry their sports programming anymore, and the longtime End Zone program. That's the pattern when you get out of town ownership, that they do not see the value in what these things bring to local communities. And it's not just the high school games; it's the decimation of local news on the radio, as it basically ends up being crash reports and not much more substance at all. So we're trying to do what we can do to fill that void. It was a void that was created right around the time that we started. Some people say that's fortuitous, but I wish we had a fully functioning local media. Again, we're doing the best we can, and we're trying to run a business as well, and that's tough. And I understand, the people who want to make money out of this, the private equity companies who come in and do this, but at some point they have to realize the public trust that there is. And back when William Paley and CBS and the gang found out that news could be a profit center, on top of they had the public trust, Edward Murrow, and he had his programs, and NBC followed up, and they did Face the Nation and Meet the Press and all those things. But then, and they were able to start selling ads in commercials in newscasts, changed the whole ball game. And again, we want to be good stewards of the community. We want to do good quality journalism, good quality reporting. We also want to have some fun. Not everything we do is capital J journalism, so I'll be the first to admit that. But again, I try to balance that with the new world and trying to have some fun and do some stuff that's not, we want to give you meat and potatoes news and meeting coverage and stuff like that. But we want to do goofy things too, like make fun of David in his new hot tub. So I think I'm just jealous. I'm glad he has one, though. But I just wanted to just take a minute here on top of just our regular Morning Muddy to kind of give you a little bit of background on what we're trying to do here. And our community response has been great. People have been incredibly supportive. When we mess up, we say we're sorry and we move on. We are not perfect, far, far from it, but we are, know that we're trying our best. And myself and my partners who also own this with me, we want what's best for this community. I would like other media company ownership to also show that, but they have to show that. And I believe that's what we're trying to do. Jim Rapp and I talk on the phone almost daily about what the best thing is for this company, but the best thing that our company can do for the community. On top, again, it's all about the reporting. It's all about giving you the information you want. It's all about being accessible. That's why we do not want to charge for our website. And we want to make it a place where people can come, download the app. It's still the easiest way to look at everything. When I have people say they can't find something or whatever, I'm like, if you download the app, it actually makes it much easier to navigate the site on your phone. When you're on your desktop, it's fine. But downloading the app makes it much easier to follow the entire Muddy River family of channels on your phone. So another pitch to download the app. So, but again, I want to take a little extra time this morning to just kind of talk and tell you why we do some of the stuff we do and where we're going. And we're not going anywhere, that's for sure. We're going to be here for a while and continue to do what we can to make you enjoy everything we can bring you here at Muddy River. So thanks for indulging me with a little bit more of your time this morning, and have a great day.